T. Will, the People's Coach, here to educate the masses on the world of sports. And if you're a fan of little people, you're probably not going to like this episode.
And I'm your host, Bo Berry, here to chime in with some bold intake and bold predictions on all of the sports world and basketball.
Let's go. Talk about the recent news. I.T.'s back.
He's back.
There's confetti flying in Cleveland and all that type of stuff.
Celebrations.
Because they won a championship because he's back.
Cleveland.
So now let's start. We have a lot of I.T. fans, and I'm not against Isaiah Thomas. I was never. Let me just start off and break down like my feelings about Isaiah Thomas and where this is all coming from. It starts off, and not to get this whole long tangent, it starts off when he was with us on the Celtics, and there was all this franchise player talk, then the Brinks truck talk.
That Brinks truck, baby, bring it in.
And it's not nothing. I'm all a fan of people wanting to get paid, and I'm all a fan of the world of sports and your life and your family and all that stuff's on the line, and this is your income. I'm all for that. But then there was these people that came out. You know, these people came out to say that this is truth. That that he's a franchise player. That, you know, he's worth it. He having career numbers. That makes me aggravate. That really just aggravates me in terms of I.T. So I feel like that's what kind of created the aggravation towards I.T. And then he gets traded. Then he starts whining about getting traded. Like everybody in the league doesn't get traded.
Like it's not a business at this point.
Yeah, you know, and that's just kind of where I'm at with it. So I'm gonna let you pass that off to you because we're gonna get a lot deeper into this topic. But I just wanted to give a premise of why I.T. low-key aggravates me.
Well, here's where I stand. I don't think I can fully agree with you on that one, but to start with I.T., my beef with I.T. has been after we traded him, and you know, for me, it's like I'm waiting for you to put up or shut up. And last night he's putting up, and I'm gonna shut up, and I'm gonna wait till the playoff time, but. Let's start with this. When we traded him, I think it was dirty. Like, I, on the other hand, am still an I.T. fan. I'm just not a fan because he's playing with the enemy. That's just, I'm going to put that out there right now. He's playing with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, I mean, that's just what it is right now for me. But before all that, I was all about paying this man. I was all about surrounding him with a supporting cast that wasn't the blue-collar chip guys that we had on the roster before and actually getting this guy to get us a championship because I believed in Isaiah Thomas. And I still do. They're a little scary right now. We saw what he did last night, shot 50%. Scored 17 points or whatever in 19 minutes of play. I'm not gonna hate. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get into that a little bit later, but to start off with Isaiah Thomas coming back, it's gonna be some trouble. But it'll be all right with us though. I'm not really worried about it. There's still a lot to fill in with that whole guy who dominates the ball and getting him acclimated to the offense and everything like that. So I don't really have a beef with anything with like what Mr. Wilson over here does. I don't have a beef with him. It's just that I'm not a fan of him really being under the the comments with the emojis and chirping all of my Celtic guys under all the comments. It's like, yo, just go play ball, bro. Like, I'm just waiting for you to play.
No, I mean, I don't have beef.
You got beef. You got beef, man. You got mixed feelings.
How do I have beef?
You used to come at Isaiah Thomas all the time.
He's not a franchise player.
How is he not a franchise player when the guy put up?
You don't build around Isaiah Thomas. You don't give him
So you're buying into that narrative of you can't win with a point guard that's 5'9", and you're buying into the Skip Bayless narrative too?
I'm not really buying into that narrative. All he does is score. All right,
so why is it that now these dudes are like, oh well, look at how he's passing so much better now because he has dudes around him where he can actually, expand.
Are we doing this now where he has one game of him passing?
Oh, I'm not going off on this.
No, I'm just. He has one game of him passing, and then we just we're claiming him as a facilitator. I'm just saying that.
I mean, the season started, as a Christmas day, so I'm waiting for everything to see.
I'm just saying that it aggravates me that there's this narrative that he's a franchise player. He's somebody that you can build a franchise around. He's somebody that at the end of the day, you're relying on him to bring you to the championship and therefore win a championship. Granted, nowadays that's never the case because one person cannot win the championship. They have to go get their friends. I get that, but he's not worth max money to me. He's not worth $30 million and up. Like no, like. He's not worth that to me. But I feel like there's people out there that truly believe that. That's what aggravates me more. I feel like that's why I don't like Lakers. I don't like Lakers. Lakers
so
are
let
cool.
me ask you who got paid like some sort of money like that. Like Michael Conley got like a crazy deal. I don't know.
Is it crazy nowadays though? Is it crazy right now?
So why do you not
is
expect
it crazy
him to
right
get paid?
now?
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Why do you not want him to be a max guy if this is today's NBA?
So is he worth 30 to 30? He's worth
In today's
like 32
NBA,
to
yes.
mil.
In today's NBA, absolutely. He was a first team All NBA. He was an all-star back-to-back years.
Okay.
Almost led the league in scoring. MVP candidate. Like, we're not just talking about him scoring 30 points a game. Like, you got to look at his resume from last year. Now, this year, you know, if we're going to add all that up, he can't get it this year because all those won't come. I don't believe that he'll get all those this year. I mean, he missed half the year. Mm-hmm. So, all that won't come. So, for me, I'm like, psychologically for him, he might not get that Brent Struck money unless, like, the Knicks or something like that pay him or whatever. But, like, I don't see that happening this particular year. He might have to do like some funny things and do like a Derrick Rose just to like have a full season and earn that Brent Struck money.
All right, here's my thing. I get what you're saying. So here's my thing about this, and then we'll kind of transition into another topic, IT related. But here's my thing about that. It's just once logically, business wise, you're paying him all this money. How can you expect to get anybody else? You're putting all this money into a player who's
are you talking about
at the
wrong
side of 20.
Team? Huh? What do you mean by that? Because you have to see what team he's signing to. Unless you're talking strictly Cleveland, you can't bring that into the fact.
So like you said, the
Knicks said who you're gonna sign. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I'm just saying you throw him on a team that's trying to build. You're gonna throw this dude max money and just say, okay, here IT, who's 30 years old, I think, to my knowledge. Here, IT, take this $30 million. Let's ride this 3 or 4 year contract out. And, the heck with the rest of the team and paying other dudes to come here because we're giving you the whole majority of our bread, you know what I'm saying, like to play on our team. And all you can do is score. And then when we need a shot at the end of the game, all they have to do is throw a 6-foot person on you that can move a little bit and you're shut down. So, me, logically... That's it. That's Isaiah Thomas. That's what it is. Like, I don't know why people think I get he's great for his size, but why do people think he can overcome that?
So why are you wearing that hat?
Because I'm a Celtics fan. What do you mean?
You just went so ham on this dude for what he did for us last year, saying he doesn't deserve this money. Like, I'm going off what he did last year. I'm going off what he did last year. So if he was a free agent going into last year, he wouldn't deserve that money? Is that what you're saying?
No. I was one of the people that said he doesn't deserve to get that money last year. I said he's not a franchise player, he's not a next player.
So max money means you're a franchise player? Max money means you're a franchise player automatically?
Yeah, shoot. Think of all the people that got max money.
But in today's NBA though, dudes are getting paid.
We
pulled
up a
let's
list.
be real.
We pulled up
Chandler
a list.
Parsons
only one that's not
stupid money, dog.
All right, he's not to be named.
So I'm
only
just saying,
person that's not in
money,
that
bro.
list of getting $30 million who's not considered a franchise player is Al Horford.
Got that. Okay.
As I say, Al Horford's the only person. But you look on that list: Blake Griffin, Steph, LeBron, Westbrook. All those dudes are franchise players.
You're not gonna franchise Isaiah Thomas?
He's not someone you build around and expect to bring you to the championship.
But that's what he did with Boston, though. We did that with Boston. He brought us to the Eastern Conference Finals last year when we built around him.
And then did what?
I mean, he got hurt, so you can't really say anything.
Oh, no, he's hurt.
He got hurt. I mean, he didn't play.
He didn't get hurt. That's what I was saying. I was saying it may have been why he didn't play so well. But I feel like defensively and playoff-wise, defense has changed and stuff, too. But, I mean, look at our team, though, last year. That team was not really built to really do anything. That was exceeding expectations last year, too, on top of that overall roster. So I can't really blame him for that either because he accomplished what he was supposed to accomplish last year. He's not a franchise player.
I know, you're hating. You're hating. It's cool.
So
I have that hate this year. I'm sounding like you this year with him being on Cleveland. So it's cool. I get it.
And then there's the report that came out that said he chooses, and I'm saying it, he is choosing to play the Blazers game
this dude.
because he doesn't want to play the Celtics.
No, LeBron chose that. Let's not say he did. I say LeBron made that ultimate decision.
And I say that to say that, yes, players do choose in the NBA.
Say high school or like middle school or like AAU.
They do choose when they want to play
These dudes
games.
professionals.
They do choose that nowadays. They can do that. Nothing's gonna happen to them because he says, "Coach, I want to rest my hip and I want to play this game." Especially not that he was missing the Celtics game to play.
It's the back-to-backs too. Like we get it. We get the back-to-backs.
I get that he's not playing back-to-back games.
But why choose the Portland Trailblazers?
And then I can be devil's advocate and say, okay, he chose to play. He wanted to play us at full strength because he just really wants to come out and kill us.
Night too. So
yeah, he really wants to come out and kill us.
He wants to be starting by that point.
I get that. My whole thing was the build-up.
He was. That's what I'm saying. All up under the emojis and all commenting, talking all that trash. I feel you.
The build-up was crazy.
I'm like, oh, this dude's definitely coming back January 3rd.
The first time he gets a chance, he's coming back and he's gonna play. And he doesn't do
he's
it.
He's gonna probably be like, yeah, LeBron, go ahead, yeah. Sorry.
So now you're gonna see him in his nice little
blazer
suit.
You know, this baby Gap blazer.
Yeah, you know,
let me
just
stop.
jumping
I'm going off on him right now.
So now you're gonna see him in his nice little suit, cheering on the bench and stuff like that, and hoping that that the Cavs beat us, which I think we can get that dub. I think the only reason we didn't win the first time is because the Hayward.
Because the Hayward freak out. Everybody was freaked out. I think we can get the dub. And I hope we just bang Jay Crowder out too. Sorry, just gonna put it out there. Just hope we just lay him on the floor, give him a hard foul. We don't have to hurt him because I don't condone hurting players, but lay him out.
Yeah, you know, and so I'm just talking about the build-up. I'm talking about, I'm just saying, for me, if I'm not going to play in that game where there's so many headlines around it and you know there's going to be words about you not playing in that game,
Lonzo
I would have sat the week.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to get some words. You're going to get some words.
You're going to get some flack,
we're not the bad guys because we're the ones giving the words. You're going to get some words from somebody.
And I watched IT all summer, like, all up under the comments, man, sending eye emojis.
Duncan, windmilling.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I know. I'm talking about his comments, man, talking trash, bro. He's talking about, oh, if he goes left, I'm going to steal that. I'm like, oh, so you predicting dudes' moves now? Like, of course you know the move, dog. You play with him.
So that's just a personal That's all I'm saying. I'd rather you sat out the whole week and come back next week and just act like everything. That would make sense to me. You would avoid the headline or avoid the chaos.
He wants the headline. Loves the spotlight. Like Skip said, he loves the spotlight.
And that's why he aggravates me. Reason number 3.
He loves the spotlight, bro.
He's doing too much. He's doing too much for
He's been doing it since commenting under the photos, man.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying he's been doing too much.
All year long.
He wasn't even doing this much when he was with us.
Bro, I didn't even know he had this in him. But I think it's like when you join LeBron, though, you do funny
things. But my thing is like, if you had to do this much to anybody, granted, I understand behind he put it. I appreciate you putting yourself on the line.
Your blood, sweat, and tears and losing teeth. I get it.
You lost your sister and all that. I appreciate all of that. I just feel like if anyone deserves this heat, it probably half of this heat could have went to the Phoenix Suns when you came to us. Because they're sick. You signed with them.
Like Terry Rozier said. Terry Rozier's like, bro, you didn't even want to play with them. Like, you could have came with us, too.
Yeah,
like, could have got the money you really wanted.
Half of this heat he's giving us, he really didn't give.
Bro, it's just the little man syndrome, bro. He's like 5'7", just going off. He's mad. Yeah, 5'7" mad guy.
So we had to get those words off, into the new year. So our next topic, we're going to transition into who's the GOAT when it comes to coaches.
Pop just got up there on the all-time winning list with the coaches. Alert.
So appreciate y'all watching. Please subscribe. Check us out on the IG, Bonafide Takeaway Sports _617. Catch y'all next time. Peace.
That's crazy.